Hi all, happy 2023. I haven't made a video for a while, so I thought I'd make one today. Please excuse my skater shirt, which I borrowed from my 15-year-old. She's in Melbourne for the holidays. Hello Heidi, I know you're not watching, so I can raid your wardrobe. I didn't want to get beetroot all over my clothes. It's okay to get them over hers. So this recipe, it was a request from actually Pierre, a new customer in Melbourne, speaking of Melbourne, and he wanted to know if I had a suggestion for a new puni smoothie made with vegetables. So I gave him a suggestion and then said I'd also make a video, so here we are. Now, when I gave the recipe to Pierre, I included broccoli, but last night I ate the broccoli, so I no longer have. So I'm going to put some celery in instead. So I've already prepped everything. I'm going to keep this quick. So I've got chopped cucumber, celery, about 2 handfuls of kale, and half a lemon squeezed, half a banana, and say a handful of berries. These are frozen berries from supermarket. These are the ones I tend to use. And beetroot, I really like this one just because it's super convenient, and I store it in a container after I've opened it, and I'm just going to put one in. Beetroot's really good for lowering blood pressure, but just be careful if you're on blood pressure medication, because it will lower it. You don't have low blood pressure then. Milk wise, I always make almond milk and store it in the fridge using a tablespoon of the almond butter with approximately a litre of water, and I just blend that, and then you can store that in the fridge. And I add a bit of macadamia milk because it's tasty as. So I'm going to use the Good Afternoon blend, and I'm going to add a splash of maple syrup, sweetener, and I just have some leftover walnut flour from trail mixes that I was making, so I'm going to use that, and I have some hemp seeds in as well. Okay, so let's start blending. Okay, first I like to add the liquid. I find if I add the powder first, it gets a little bit clunky at the bottom of my blender, so I'll add the almond milk first, approximately 200 ml. I tend to just eyeball it. And in this case, I'm adding some macadamia milk also. You don't have to mix your milks. I don't know why I do it. I just like to add a little bit more complexity to the blend. And 1 beetroot, frozen berries, sliced cucumber, good for your skin, and the lemon juice, good for alkalining. Alkalining? Yes. I was going to say alkalizing. I think it's alkalining. You don't have to add banana, but I just tend to like banana every day. And I've already washed the kale. Had lots of soil on it, so makes me remember where it's from. And celery in lieu of the broccoli. So to get some extra nutrition, we add the afternoon blend. This will definitely keep the afternoon cravings away as well. The walnut flour is just from the bottom of my walnuts, which I use in the trail mix. Waste not, want not. And I like maple syrup or honey. Much nicer than certain other sweeteners, which I won't mention. So I blended it on the dips and spreads option, if you have that option, just to break it up really well. Given the celery was in there, I was thinking it might need it extra. I don't like to make smoothies too early in the morning. I worry about waking up my neighbours, so I tend to make them for brunch or lunch, and sometimes in the evening. If you make them in the evening, you can put them in the fridge and have them the next day, except the morning one gets too thick, so I suggest making that either in the morning or making it with less powder and maybe adding it in the next day or something. Otherwise it'll thicken up it overnight quite a lot. Okay, so it's all blended. See, it's quite a nice dusty pink colour. Looks very natural. Most of my smoothies tend to be pink or purple. Probably need to make a green one soon. And there we have it. And you can get 2 smoothies out of that. So I'm going to have one now and I'll have the rest at dinner. Okay, so time for a taste. I've put it in a wine glass just for fun. You probably don't know, but I used to work in the wine industry a long time ago in Melbourne. And if you're in Melbourne, go and visit Cloud Wine Cellars in South Melbourne, or you can shop online. Say hello to my brother Chris. He's also got a Yupuni smoothie recipe for ice cream that he's given me that I will make next time. But anyway, let's taste the vegetable juice with the Good Afternoon blend. Sniff test first. You can get a note of the vegetables on the nose. So I guess if I was comparing it to a wine, it would be like a green Cabernet. It's kind of like a musty pinky brown colour, and it has very good legs, but it has good viscosity. It's a little bit chunky that would be the celery, but it's super healthy. It tastes really nutritious. It is really nutritious, so I think I might start putting beetroot in my smoothies going forward. So I think it adds a nice component, or a nice element to them. All right. So yeah, I recommend the vegetable smoothie. All right, have a nice day. Bye.